Hello everyone, especially the person who this reading is for. Welcome back to my page, Messages from Venus. This is the Power of the Oracle reading, if I'm not mistaken. A reading nonetheless. And happy Thanksgiving for those of you that celebrate. Let's see what else. I am not going to have a sale for Thanksgiving. You guys can go ahead and get 10% off by favoriting my shop on Etsy. You guys, basically, there's always a sale going on. Thank you so much for my patience. For those of you that book readings with me, I send you guys the readings. Sometimes I have sent readings out a little late, but I do send you guys out the readings on the last day that Etsy tells me this is the day that the reading needs to be shipped by. And that's how I can, balance and rebalance and reschedule my life. So for those of you that want to book a reading, just please know that I'm not going to take out more time from this client's reading. So let's get started. I hope everything's well with you, and that again you have a fantastic evening with your family. If you celebrate, I hope this reading is not disconnecting you from your family time, as I am uploading it on Thanksgiving Day. So I got quiet because I'm trying to concentrate on pulling your cards. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to pull the cards out, and then I'll give you the reading as I go. And if you guys hear any noise, any knocking on the door, I apologize for that, as I do not live by myself. I do have a roommate. So I have the 10 of Cups here. So yes, things with your family are going, but and yes, you will be spending time with family and friends. Yes, you are doing the traditions during this time. You didn't leave me any questions or any notices or anything like that. However, that I saw, but I do see that you are giving off too much power, and your family sees that, and you yourself know that. So you're giving off your power away from emotions. You're becoming more of a person of action, of growing into your own skin and knowing exactly what you want. And what you want is not just balance, not just moving forward, not just growth like everyone else, but I sense you do want to get back with somebody from the past, or you have a question in regards to like, what if with this person from the past, or you're kind of like waiting for something that you feel is already dead, but for some reason or another you're still waiting for that, and you're giving off your power to that wait. What I see here and what the cards are suggesting here is that you should not give your power off to wait time. You should be doing something progressive with your time. Not all cards that are reversed are going to give you negative mentions or negative messages or anything negative. However, this card is in reverse, and this is the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and this can bring a little bit of stagnation when it is in reverse. However, what you want to do is keep your cards upright so that you know what's happening, right? So you want to give the power away back to yourself, and away from the wait time is what this is telling me. This wait time might not just mean a relationship, but it might mean things with work. When are things going to happen for me? It's kind of like the question always looming over your head. Get rid of that wait time, because that's where you're giving off the power, and it's not the most emotionally mature thing to do. So besides the fact that yes, things are good with your family, I feel like the 10 of Cups is telling me you are putting too much attention and too much power and bestowing too much power and giving too much energy that is not emotional, because you're not emotionally attached to most things right now at this very moment. Like, once you read this message at this very moment in time, you're not really emotionally attached to things, but you are attached to giving your power away to things that have been past, have gone, that are no longer there. And you tend to criticize yourself a lot over and over. I see that, criticizing yourself for it. But because this card initially came out downward, what you want to do is put it so that the attention from the past is going to you, as opposed to you giving the attention to the past. You want the past to wait on you for when you're ready, for when things are ready and good enough for you. Don't think that because someone from your past has came into your life that this is exactly what's supposed to happen. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. That's exactly what's supposed to happen at this moment in time. If you are not ready for something, and the other person is, it's different when it's in that scenario, because you have then in turn the power to say, I am not ready right now, as opposed to giving this person all the power and saying, you know what, I want to wait on something else, something that's better, something that's this, because they're literally waiting for something else. People from your past are looking at something else, or how to prosper from something else, as opposed to you telling them like, look, you're gonna have to wait for me now, because I'm not ready. And that's the difference. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna pull some more cards out for you. And I know this is the power of the oracle, and I usually only do oracle cards, but this deck really wanted to be used in this reading, so I gave it a whirl. See, there you go. And so we have these three cards. We have, I hope that you can see them. It is power. So going from one power to the next, and then explore. And then we have the improve card. So improve who you give your power to is essentially what this reading is saying. This is exactly what the reading is saying. Improve who you give your power to and who you allow to step over you. And when is it the right time for them to step on you? Because let me tell you something. Sometimes it's okay to allow people to win the battle so that you don't lose the war. Win that war is your main objective. You don't want to lose a war. You can lose a battle, but never the war. Okay? And right now, I feel like that's what's happening. You're having some sort of like power struggles with people around you. And you're afraid still to say no. Like, I don't want to do that. And let me tell you something. When you tell them no, I don't want to do that, they're not going to leave your side. And if they do, they're going to leave for 2.5 seconds and then they'll be back like a bunch of masochists. And that's what you have to learn. I'm telling you, that's what you have to learn. The people around you are a bunch of masochists. And you have to learn that when you are not ready for something, or if they want to force you to do something, when you're not ready for that extra something, or you're not ready to move forward, or you just don't feel comfortable with something, it's okay to say no. I'm telling you, it's okay to say no. And then let's say if you do it and they'll just stay there. I'm telling you, if you do whatever they're telling you to do and they're still there, they're always going to be there. If you don't do what they're telling you to do, they're still going to be there. They might leave for 2.5 seconds, but let me tell you something now. The reason why this card was backward is because this person, was waiting for something else, or people around you were waiting for something else, for something a little bit better, or what they consider a little bit better. But had you, for example, not reached out, had you not, because I feel like this is something that happened like during Mercury retrograde, and where you kind of like reached out to people, or people reached out to you, and you saw it as like, oh, this is like the perfect timing, this is the perfect chance, and they're coming back into my life. Do not take things that are temporary. Do not take things in that are temporary. Mercury retrograde is a temporary emotion. It is a temporary illusion, and then things will go back to reality, and it's up to you whether you want to understand that reality and what that reality is telling you or not, or if you just want to continue to live in the illusion. Okay? Sometimes you have to just let people stomp all over you and tell you, oh, you know what, because you said no, then I don't want to be here anymore. Because you said no, let them fucking say no. Let them say no. I'm going to continue to pull some cards for you. Let them walk away so that you can allow yourself to open up new routes and new doors and new circumstances for yourself. Okay? So let them leave if they have to go. Okay, now we have this card, and this is change is unavoidable. Stay strong. Girl, you got this. Girl, bye, you got this. Let me just make sure that these cards, you're looking at these cards. You have this. Girl, bye. You got this. You're going to stand strong. Why? Because the people that are constantly leaving your life, going in and out of your life, it's always going to be a rhythm of going in and out of your life. Also, if you're dating somebody that's constantly going in and out of your life, and then you find yourself with that person not in your life, start dating other people. It gives you strength and your power back. It will. Even if you end up going back to your ex, start dating other people. Girl, get your power back. Get them. Get them. I'm telling you, get them. Okay? Because it's like the sun and the moon. They can't live with each other. They can't live without each other. But they're always there. Because when you go up to the universe, they're always there. And let me know if that makes sense to you. If you go up to the universe, the sun and the moon are always there. But if you're down here, grounded, it's a balancing act. They can't live with each other, but they can't live without one another. Because if you look up what would happen if the sun explodes, we would all die. If you look up what would happen with if the moon explodes, we will all die. Well, again, they can't live together, but they cannot live without one another. Okay, and I feel like that's like the sense of what I'm getting here in this situation. Take your power back, okay? I'm going to pull a love card for you because I do feel like it's something that I needed to pull. And so, oh wait, hold on. This is not the card for you. I'm so sorry. All right. So this is a card for you. I know I sometimes do that, but it's all about intuition. This is the card for you. Look at the depiction, and then it reads, healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Look, it's okay. It is okay. Things are not going to be perfect. It is okay. It is okay. Sometimes people go through unconventional relationships, and I will start talking in detail about my relationship and how things have gone up and downhill for the past 4 years that you guys would not believe, just so that I can hold on to testimony, and so that you guys understand that not everything is perfect. Just because society says this is how you should be doesn't mean that you're not going to end up like this. You know, sometimes society will be like, oh, this is what it is, but in reality, this is what it is for you. Okay? And as long as you do not try to fit into whatever society is telling you, you will be okay. Why? Because it is your world. It is your world that you're creating, not anybody else. Not anyone else is going to go through this. So I hope this reading brings you healing, and it brings you like some sort of like pause in your life, and where you understand where your power is, and where you understand that you are emotionally fulfilled. Because even though the society is telling you shouldn't be happy where you are, you shouldn't be happy how you are, but you do feel happy, and you are conscious of the fact that you are happy no matter what is happening around you, it is okay. It is okay. Just know when to take your power back. And in a relationship, because even if you're in a homosexual or a heterosexual relationship, there's always going to be either a divine feminine or a divine masculine somewhere along the lines. There's always going to be that back and forth energy, okay? It doesn't matter. It does not matter, okay? There will always be that man and female roles and that are going to be bouncing off back and forth off of one another. It's like the sun and the moon. They cannot, again, I repeat, they cannot live with each other while we're here on earth, but they cannot live without one another, and they both have their own particular purpose, okay? And just like in this depiction here, the ideas of how you guys can balance each other out are gonna flow like water. They're gonna flow like water. Even if the ideas come only when you guys are having sex, that's perfect. That's fantastic. Take each other to hell and bring each other back. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I'm telling you, you're going to be okay. You're okay now, and you're going to continue to be okay. So I hope that this reading did you good, that it brought some sort of healing and understanding of where you are. Just know how to bounce that power back, and that's it. So I hope that you continue to water your life, and I will see you and everyone else that has watched this video in the next video. Bye.